Hello everyone, this is Sandy. Welcome to my 13 Frights of Halloween. This is the final video for this project of my Halloween mini album and book box storage box. For the mini album, I've had the mini album inside the box and I'm ready to add some decorating on the front. The best tip that I can give is take your elements that you have left over, anything that you've set aside specifically for the cover of your book to use, and lay it out on the book and audition it. Just look at it, move it around, see what you like, take away what you don't like, add back to it, play with it, and have fun designing it or creating something that you like. Do this without attaching anything down, and then use your phone to take a photo. I've already taken one of mine because I've already removed everything. So you can see, take a photo of what you think you're going to want to look at so that you can use that for a reference in case you forget where you put things. So the first thing I did is I took some of the paper. This was a sheet like this that had the ghost and the skeleton and stuff on it. That had a piece. So I fussy cut out the ghost. Oops, dropped my ink. Fussy cut out the whole strip to the length of the album cover. So I have a skeleton and one ghost and 3 cobwebs here. So I've cut them out and I'm going to ink the edges to kind of give them a finished look. And I don't fret too much about fussy cutting. If there's something that's too small, I just cut it away, as long as it doesn't affect the overall look of the part that I'm trying to cut out. So you know, you just have to use, and I use the Tim Holtz small scissors, these scissors here, because they work the best for me to fussy cut things out. If you have to leave a little bit of a border, then you have to leave a little bit of a border. And then I'm going to glue it down. And I'm going to use the Art Glitter Designer Dries Clear Adhesive. And I'm going to start putting it on here, and a little bit on all the small pieces that kind of stick out. And work quickly with this, because especially if you have a big piece, you don't want your glue to start drying before you get it on. So even the pieces of the spider web that I left, and some of it I may have to add glue after I've stuck it down. So I know that this piece, I think, is going to go down first. So I'll make sure I'm doing it the right direction. And I want him in here. The ghost at the top, then just bring it on down and then start pressing it down, and you're going to get some glue coming out, and if your glue dries clear, then you won't have any problems. You can just kind of rub it in there and get this all glued down, all the tiny little pieces. Add extra glue if you need to, and just work with that and get that all in there. Okay, so there we have that. Then the next thing I did is out of that same paper, I cut out the Happy Halloween, the stage looking piece, and I'm going to ink this one also. I fussy cut this one out, and I'm going to glue this one in right about here. So add some glue to this. I like to decorate my covers by kind of layering it up. Kind of overlapping this part here, and then bring that in there at the top. Okay, so get that on there. And then I have another ghost that I cut out by himself. I think I'm going to add him in there. So I'm going to ink him also. The best that you can, because you can't get into all the little nooks and crannies, but overall I can ink most of the edges. And we're going to put glue on him also. I've really enjoyed working on this for the 13 Frights of Halloween. I'm probably going to miss it. Or not. Maybe I'll take a few days and not do any crafting. I don't know. I do have some things I need to start designing for Christmas stuff, so we'll see. Put his hand there, his head there. Okay, so we got him there. And try to get all your excess glue up if you possibly can. Okay, now out of the sticker sheet, I cut closer in to the house with my scissors, more of a fussy cutting of the sticker. It has quite a bit of a white border around it, and it was really more than I wanted, so I just cut away some of the white, and I still have the backing on this. When I'm doing this, hopefully I can still peel it off. So this is also from the collection. And we're going to take some ink on it and ink the edges up where there's still some white. And cover that up. And I'm going to stick that there, and it kind of looks like that ghost is coming out of it. So let me see if I can get the back end up now, because now I don't have the edge of it. Okay, there we go. And since it's a sticker, it should stick down pretty sticky. Right there. And then I also fussy cut up the closer around the cat, as close as I could. I couldn't get all the way in there, but I'm inking the cat, and it says trick or treat. Gotta have a cat on there because I love cats, and I have a lot of cats, so gotta have a cat representation. And I'm going to put him there. I've moved it over a little bit from what I originally thought I would do. So let me get this paper backing off. And I bought flowers thinking I might use black flowers on this. I don't think I'm going to actually use them, because the flowers are more frou-frou-y. So I'm going to put that right there. So I'm layering it on top. That kind of shows up like that. That's kind of cute. And then I have some of the stars from the Simple Stories ephemera pack. I wanted to bring this into it. So these are little die cuts. I'll put it here. And then these I may, after they dry, add some glossy accents or 3D lacquer to them. And some of the other elements probably also, and some of the Wink of Stella. Put this one down here. And then I have one tiny, tiny little gold one, yellow. And I'll put it here. Okay, so we got those on there. So that brings in the green color from down here with the star, and kind of brings it all together with this. And then we have the paper in here, and I might add something inside the cover of the box. Now the box lid still stays down pretty good. It does have a little bit of a flap up, and so I'm trying to think of something that I want to make to just weight it down, and I came up with this charm on a Tim Holtz clip. And this is a chain that I had in my stash, and then I used jump rings. And these are the Tim Holtz kind where you can just pull them apart and squeeze them back together. So I attached one charm to the bottom, and then I added charms all along the sides. So I have one that says Fright, Spider, I have a spider here, I have a bat, and one that says Wicked. These are Tim Holtz charms, and then this is the Tim Holtz little clip. So this way I could clip it anywhere I wanted to and just let it hang. Let's see, turn it around to the front. But I also want to add some ribbon and stuff, so but I could clip it here, clip it there, and it just adds a little bit of extra weight on that book. So I'm going to stop the camera and see what other ribbons and things I have that I might want to add, and we'll do that. I'll be right back. I'd like to share that I also have these little black foamy bats, and I think I'm just going to add a couple of those here on the house roof, like that, for a little extra that brings it in. And I don't think I have anything else that I wanted to add. I think you have to be really careful and not put too much. I would have liked to have had a small spider, but I don't think I have any more. So I'm going to leave the spiders off because they're pretty big. So I think they're too big. So yeah, right now I'm going to go ahead and get some ribbon and see about adding it to this clip, and then do some glossy accent or 3D lacquer on some of this and some of the glitter, and then we'll be done with that. I've grabbed some different fibers, this eyelash and the black, some black ribbon, some of the Halloween twine, and this orange ribbon, and I've got my charm piece. So like I said, this is a chain that I cut with my Tim Holtz, my small scissors, and it measures about 4 inches. And then I use Tim Holtz jump rings to connect it to this clip here at the top, and then I attached a charm along the chain just ever so often with the jump ring. And right now I'm going to see about threading through the chain this thin satin ribbon. It's about an 1/8 inch wide ribbon. See if I can do it while I've got in the camera. So I cut it at an angle on the top, and I'm threading it through the first link of just the chain, and pull it, and then I'm going to go through the next one. It's a little hard to do this with the camera on, and it doesn't matter if it's up or down. You're just threading it through. It can be all twisty, and like I said, I'm going through the chain links. I think going down for me is working better. And you can do this before you add charms, if it makes it easier. At the time I put the charms on, I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to do. I'll grab that in, there we go. And I've left my ribbon attached to the roll so that I can just pull off what I need instead of being too short. Go through this one. And you can do every other link or each link, whichever look you want. This one here kind of got wrapped around. So I know this is taking camera time that I don't want to use up. So I'm going to keep doing this off camera, but I'm going to show you this one right quick. So you see how the ribbon, if I hold it up, it's just threading through the chain. There we go. Right, can you see that? Okay. So I'm going to keep doing that, and then I'll be back. So when you get to the end, loop it and tie a knot, loop it and poke the end through the ribbon, through itself, and tie it into a knot through the chain, not the jump rings. If you put it in the jump rings, it'll pull through the little slit in the jump ring. So through there, and then I cut off at the top, and I did the same thing at the top. I just looped it through itself and tied a knot. Then I leave these little tails because I'm going to add other ribbon. So I think I'm going to add some more of the orange. Let's see if we can do this so you can see it up here at the top. And I think I'm going to use the clip part for this. I'm going to thread it through, and you just play with this. It's just, you know, there's no right or wrong. Just tie stuff on till you like it. Kind of leave the ribbons hanging down, and that's the that's the end of my orange. Good thing Halloween's tomorrow because I'm running out of the orange and black ribbons. So I'm going to just tie this in a knot. This is through the hole of the clip. I'll leave it long for right now till I decide how long I want to trim it off. So that's that one. And maybe we'll put some black on it too. So I'm going to thread this through the same hole. I'm just using one hole on the clip, not the back one. So let me fold this. This is a wider ribbon. I can get it through. I'm going to cut it. When you have trouble with the wire, cut it at a point so you can get the point through. Make it a little easier. It's thin ribbon. It's hard to see. And if my head's in the way, I apologize. Well, I don't want to keep using up time on the video, so I'm going to have to turn it off for a minute. That one did not want to go through, so I used the tip of my scissors to just poke it through. So I'm going to pull it up and tie it. Do double knot just in case. Okay, we'll leave that long until I'm sure about how I want to cut it. And then I'm going to take some of the twine. See if I can feed it through there real quickly, easily. You'd think as big as that hole is, it wouldn't be such a problem. Okay, we got it there. This one I want to pull through. Let's see if I can tie it in a bow. Just kind of a loopy bow. Even it out, okay. And remember, don't be tying through any jump rings because it will slide through the little slits where the jump rings go together. So I'm going to tie that like that. Just going to kind of leave them loose, hanging down. And then I want some eyelash thread. And I know you can't see the charms real well because of all this ribbon, but that's the way I like it. I like the charms just mixed up in there. So let me see about my eyelash. See where I can put it. Well, this may be a little more difficult. We'll see. So we got the clip part here. Let's see if I can just poke it through. If I can grab enough of the string, then I can pull it the rest of the way. Nope. That didn't work. Probably should have done it first. It's so fuzzy. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way. The bow here. Double knot. And let that hang down. So there we have this piece here. So I don't know if the loops on the twine are going to work. Well, let's see here. So if I attach it up here, and see how that just hangs down, or you can do it up at the top and hang down and just play with it. Yeah, I like that. And some of this I'm going to trim off. There we go. About an inch and a half from the bottom is where I trimmed it off. And then we have the short pieces in with the charms, like that. Okay, I'm going to take it off for now because I want to do some glossy accent and some of the Wink of Stella. So let's see, where's my Wink of Stella? Okay. No, it's here, my glossy. That's Fabri-Tac. We don't want that. That's glue. Okay, we've got the Wink of Stella here and the 3D crystal lacquer. And so I'm going to move this, and I think I'm going to use this first, because once you put the 3D crystal lacquer on, you have to leave it sitting for a couple of hours. Probably overnight would be better. So I'm going to put this glittery on the ghost. So you just shake it up and get the glittery to come out. And it's a real light glitter. Just a touch. That's why it's called Wink of Stella, I presume. And squeeze that a little bit, and then you can kind of rub it in. The more you squeeze it, the more glitter comes out. Go. And it dries pretty quickly, so don't have to worry about that so much. And I'm using the clear, which is giving kind of a silvery look here. Hold it up, see if you can see it. Do you see the glitter? There it is. See the shimmer? Turn this around and get the other ghost. Now this Wink of Stella does come in colors, but my favorite is the clear. And that's what I use nearly all the time on my projects, because it doesn't change the color of the paper underneath or the flowers. But if you're wanting some different colors, you could certainly use the colored ones. It just takes some plain paper images and just jazzes them up really nice. And you can even put it over the lettering, because it's a real fine brush. Doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of hit each letter. Now it's going to be hard for you to see this, but trust me, it really looks cool. Now I'm doing it first because I can't quite do it when I'm doing the 3D, because then my hand might get into the 3D, which has to sit to dry. I'm just adding a little bit on these curtains here, where there's a burst of stuff, and then on the spider web I kind of just hit it a little bit, like along the main vein of the web and the edges. And I'm going to add some to the curtains on the sticker. Can't really see it very much, but there's a little bit. Let's see if I can get the trick. Treat done. And I put a little bit on the grass. Okay, so I like that. It's really pretty. I don't know if you can see it much, but the shine, the sparkle there. And then we're going to do the 3D crystal lacquer. And sometimes I just get too much of this coming out, so we're going to try. I want it on the stars. Since they're here at the top, I'm just going to put a dot in each one. And then I'm going to take, because they're small, I'm taking my pin that I used to open my glue, and I'm just dragging it out to the points of the star, because it'll keep kind of running and filling in. But I want a little precision on this. I don't want it where it does not belong. So just take your time. So there's that one. Now we have this green one here. Do the same thing with it. Pull it out. There's that one. Now the little yellow one, it needs just a tiny bit. I'm not even going to squeeze the bottle. I'm just going to get a drop out. Okay. And I would like some on the skeleton, so I want to put a drop here. On his bigger bones. Maybe one here on his face. And then I'm going to try to drag it out to where I want it. You don't have to do this when you have a bigger piece that you're putting the lacquer on, but when it's smaller, you want to make sure it goes where you want it to go. Now, I'm not worried about the black around the skeleton. That's okay. I'm putting it in on that. A little more right here. Okay, I used the nozzle to pull some of it. And I think that's going to be it. I don't know if I want any on the cat or not. Maybe. Maybe I wish I had no, but we're going to do the cat. I won't know how this really looks until it dries. I think it'll be okay. This is to give it some dimension so he's not just like laying flat on the house. It's going to give him some dimension here. Okay, now it's time to let this dry. This little clippy piece, it will go Here, I'm going to clip it here for now so don't lose it. And that concludes my 13 Frights Before Halloween. It was lots of fun. I hope that you learned some things and you're going to give some of it a try, or some of you may have made the project from the start to the finish and you have a finished project. If not, the videos will be up all the time on YouTube and you can come back and utilize them at any other time. And I will try to make another book box and show you the correct way to put the chipboard covered piece on, since I messed that up. I think I explained it well enough so that you can understand, but I think I would like to do one, another one just in case, and it will probably be maybe a fall or Christmas book. So it will not be an album, it will just be the book that I will do a real quick video to show you how to do that correctly. And that's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Have a very happy Halloween. Have a frightfully wonderful good time and stay safe and don't eat a whole lot of candy. Bye-bye.